EET 105, Chapter 1, Problem 30, B and C. Perform the following operations and leave the answer in engineering notation. So part B says take 70 times 10 to the fifth, that quantity, times the quantity of 0.02 times 10 to the third. So what they did was you take the 70 times 0.02, which is the mantisses, and then you take the powers of 10. Since you're multiplying, you add the exponents. So 70 times 0.02 is 4.4. 10 to the fifth times 10 to the third is 10 to the eighth. And they wanted you to convert to engineering notation. So what you have to do is either take this to 10 to the ninth or 10 to the sixth. They chose 10 to the sixth, so you would move this over 2 decimal places to make this 440. So they made this 4.4 bigger to 440, so you have to go smaller to 10 to the sixth. If they had made it 10 to the ninth, it would have just been 0.044 or 0.44 times 10 to the 9. And then part C, take this quantity times this quantity and divide by this quantity. So what they did was they took the 0.01 times the 600 and then the 10 to the 7th times the 10 to the 4th and got 0.6 times 10 to the 11th, and then they took that and divided by 4 times 10 to the 3rd. You take the 0.6 divided by the 4 and then multiply that by the 10 to the 11th divided by 10 to the 3rd. This equals 0.15. This equals 11 minus 3, or 8. And then what you're left with is 150 times, or I'm sorry, 0.15 times 10 to the 8th. And then again, they chose to move this over. This is actually, looks like it's wrong. 0.15, it should be 15 times 10 to the 6th. Okay, so I fixed this. It should be 15 times 10 to the 6th, which is shown here. I double checked it. I actually typed in the formula, or the formula for this problem, as you can see, and it came out to 15 million, which is 15 times 10 to the 6th. Then the last problem with calculators, problem 47, it's 42 plus 6/5 all divided by 3. So what you do with the calculator is you put a parenthesis here, 42 plus 6 divided by 5, end parenthesis. So it does everything what's inside of there first, and then divides it by 3 to give you 14.4. As you can see, I did the same thing up here in Excel, typed it in exactly that way to get that. A common mistake is to just type it in without using parentheses, and as you can see, you get a completely different answer. So you got to be careful of that.